Meet Officer Michael Lank. Correction. This is Lieutenant Michael Lank. After a vicious bar fight in 2002, multiple lawsuits and repeated complaints against him, Mike Lank was promoted. Michael Lank was also involved in the wrongful arrests of the Lopilado brothers, the investigation into Sandra Birchmore's death, the investigation into John O'Keefe's death. Lank is the Albert family fixer. With a dead body on his lawn, Brian Albert did not come out of his house until Lank arrived at the scene around 8:30. Michael Lank had a long-standing relationship with Chris Albert and aided Chris in a bar fight in 2002. Lank was contacted by Chris Albert while drunk and off-duty in 2002. Alerted that Chris had just been in a fight with Mark and Alfredo Lopilado, Lank ended up punching and arresting the brothers, despite not being on duty and under the influence of alcohol. Lank, the town of Canton, as well as other officers, were all sued by the brothers because Michael Lank decided to risk his entire career for an Albert. The prosecutor in the case against the Lopilado brothers told reporters he had been deceived by the Canton Police Department. He also stated that the CPD did not disclose the facts of the case to him. Back to Lank's promotions. Yes, promoted twice. To sergeant and to lieutenant.
All after these accomplishments. After Karen Reed's arrest for John O'Keefe's death. After Lank himself ranked second for most complaints filed against him. And after costing the town hundreds of thousands in litigation.
Brian Higgins is close enough friends with Lank that he attended his promotion ceremony July 26, 2022. Let's not forget that Lank responded to Brian Albert's house but never searched it. Michael Lank was one of the first Canton police officers to discover Sandra Birchmore's body. He put the wrong date on his report, February 2nd instead of February 1st. He also reviewed the surveillance video and never mentioned Farwell going into the apartment.
He reported that nothing seemed suspicious. He protected and lied for Matthew Farwell,
a pedophile child grooming rapist. Michael Lank has been childhood BFFs with the Alberts for many years. They all grew up together and were thick as thieves. Especially him and Chris Albert, Colin's dad. Lank is also close to Jen McCabe and Carrie Roberts. So close that Carrie Roberts dropped her daughter off at Lank's house on January 30th, 2022, the day after JOK's passing, while she was with future jailbird Jenny McCabe. Carrie Roberts also drove to Michael Proctor's house to sit outside in a cold car at bedtime just to chit-chat with Jen McCabe and Elizabeth Proctor. They couldn't call or text each other? Elizabeth is the wife of disgraced Mass State Trooper and former lead investigator on the Karen Reed case, Michael Proctor. The one who was offered a gift from Julie Albert, Chris Albert's wife?
Possibly.
Okay, and that's because you used the phrase, he had trauma to his face and head, right?
That's what I had been told, yes.
So based on what you had been told, you knew that there was a person laying out unconscious just outside a residence that may have been involved in a physical altercation. That's fair.
It's a possibility, yes. Again, there were a multitude of things that were going through my head as possibilities.
But that's one of the premier possibilities, right?
I wouldn't say it's premier, it was one of the possibilities.
And it's logical to believe that if a fight had occurred, very well may have started inside the residence 30 feet away.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Did you believe, in your mind, that it was possible, given the fact that a violent confrontation was possible in your mind, that it could have started inside the house?
Objection.
Sustained.
May we approach?
Yes.